it sounds like a no-brainer, it is not always clear what an objective can be used for. To get more clarity on this, you should first understand that an objective is always designed to get you out of your status quo. It's an instrument to help you realize your ambitions. That means that if you're completely satisfied with how things are going at the moment, you may not have the need for an objective. Objectives should not be used to manage and track your business as usual. That's what KPIs are for. When you do like to change the status quo and move forward, there are 3 different types of objectives you can use. Build objectives can be used to create something that didn't exist before. Improve objectives can be used to make something that did exist before better. Innovate objectives can be used to completely reinvent something that was already in place. Typically, these 3 types of objectives are used in exactly that order. Build, improve, innovate. Makes sense because you can't improve something that hasn't been built yet. Let's have a closer look at each type of objective. A build objective creates things that didn't exist before. When we started making our first investments in customer success at Purdue, we found it important to first focus on the onboarding experience for new customers, which is the first 3 months of our customer's journey with Purdue. Our customer success team, therefore, created the following OKR for Q3 2017. Create an awesome onboarding program for new customers. Their key results are to achieve an average NPS score of 50+ after the first 3 months and to have an average onboarding rating of 8 out of 10. By the end of Q3, the team managed to achieve the objective, and now Purdue had a great onboarding program in place that we didn't have before. An improve objective can cover everything that you do to make something better that was already in place. You can improve something for different reasons. For instance, you can improve the quality to make something perform better. Or you can try to deliver the same quality at a lower cost. Back to our example at Purdue. Once we had a well-performing onboarding program in place, we decided to focus on the post-onboarding process in the following quarter. Once that was covered as well, we decided to revisit our new onboarding program and further improve it. We primarily needed to make sure that our onboarding program, which was still functioning well, became more time efficient. For Q1 2018, our customer success team therefore created the OKR, our onboarding program drives like the new Model X. The key results were to reduce the amount of coaching hours for team lead onboarding from 14 to 6, to reduce the amount of coaching hours for ambassadors from 12 to 4, and to maintain an average onboarding rating of 8 out of 10. Once this OKR was implemented, the team had greatly reduced the amount of time they spent on executing these onboarding programs. Sometimes improvement isn't enough, and something more drastic is required. Innovation. You can innovate your product, you can innovate parts of your product, and you can even innovate your organization's management, for instance by introducing OKRs. If our customer success team had learned that our customers' needs had changed, or if it was a priority to automate our new customer onboarding to make it more scalable, for instance, we could have created an objective to reinvent our onboarding program. To explain the 3 different categories, I've used a real-world example from our own customer success team. To make it easier for you to apply this logic to your own team or company, let's have a look at a metaphor. When you're building a car from the ground up, most of your work will fall into the build category. It's impossible to improve the engine if you haven't even built it yet. Neither is it possible to innovate the driving experience if you don't have a chassis in place. Once you have your basic car, you may want to improve different parts of it. You could improve the engine for faster acceleration. You could also improve the manufacturing process so that you can build an engine with similar quality at a lower cost. Sometimes you have to reinvent yourself, and if you don't, others will. If you see that your customers don't want to drive a car themselves anymore, you have to innovate to make autonomous driving possible. As you see, an objective can be used to build something new or to improve or innovate something that already exists. Next time you sit together with your team to create new objectives, look at your KPIs and the company OKRs. And ask yourself the question, what should we build, improve or innovate this quarter?